Who is the most dangerous human alive right now? My mom has totaled around 5 cars. She's a terrible driver, shouldn't even be on the road. If she's driving, he'll say he'll take my car and meet you there. Probably somebody that nobody's ever heard of. Ronnie Pickering. My ass in these jeans. My 2-year-old wielding his plastic saxophone. Prison Mike. I'm not necessarily disagreeing with the common answer here of 11, but I would be interested to see who the common answer would be if you asked this question on a predominantly Asian platform opposed to a predominantly US one. The guy who is secretly fucking some exotic animal. My mother with her chancla. 11. If he decides to take Taiwan, the world will never be the same again. My wife. I forgot to put the trash out. I had one job. Whoever's at the top of BlackRock and Vanguard is my guess. Putin. Controlling a massive nuclear arsenal while simultaneously trying to cling to power is a dangerous combination. Scott Tenorman. Some researcher working with an exotic, extremely deadly, and contagious virus. Raymond Reddington. Someone none of us know or are aware of. Steven Seagal, obviously. In order. 1. Squidward. 2. Goku. 3. Tommy Pickles. 4. My buddy Scott's dad, who can do a backflip. Rupert Murdoch. Well, let's hope 11 doesn't decide to take up a new hobby like extreme bungee jumping anytime soon. Lots of people saying 11, but keep in mind Biden or Putin could not fully, I know, needs Congress start a full-out nuclear exchange. Xi Jinping. Technically, the answer has been the same for the last 100 years. Whomever is the President of the United States controls the most powerful military ever assembled. Larry Fink. BlackRock is the one donor to the majority of US politicians, regardless of party affiliation. Search up any congressperson, or senator, even Biden. That dude's donation are at the top of the list. Spez, of course. Putin, 11, or Kim Jong-un and his sister. Hand-to-hand combat Johnny Bones Jones. Anything else is too abstract, but arguments can be made for 11, Trump, Putin, or hell even Mark Andres' son. Putin. It's not what he's capable of, but what he's done so far that makes what he's capable of terrifying. Guy starts out from KGB, forcefully takes control of his country several times, sparks this completely unnecessary war with Ukraine over the past like an ex just coming in and beating the shit out of you because they will take you back by force, like that's just stupid. The worst is that everything he's done is straight out of Hitler's WW2 playbook, and he has direct access to nukes. Putin could literally start a nuclear war, so I think he's the most dangerous. The energy executives poisoning us with shitty air and plastic until we drown when the ice caps melt. My toddler. If you see her, run. Me. And none of you even know it. Cackles in idiot. Elon Musk. Jeff Bezos. Mark Zuckerberg. This unholy triumvirate basically has enslaved mankind, convincing us we need to buy shit we don't need or care about shit said about us online that we shouldn't. End billionaires for the good of us all. Basically every major country's leader. USA, Russia, UK, France, Iran, XA, Brazil, China, India, Germany, Pakistan. All have the capability to fuck this world badly. Could probably argue for US president the most in terms of destructive power. Vladimir Putin. Joe Biden is the leader of the most powerful country in the world. My mom if you lose one of her Tupperware containers. It's Joe Biden and it isn't even close. This isn't an anti-Biden or pro-Trump post. It's just a recognition that the POTUS is the most powerful person alive, and with that power comes an inherent risk. 11. Followed by Putin. Putin. He just threatened to go nuclear. Truly, Putin and the horrible people who deny the evil this country is performing. Taylor Swift. The US president, regardless who is currently holding office. Right now, Joe Biden. Being commander-in-chief of a country that makes up 39% of global military spending makes you undeniably the most dangerous person. The most dangerous human alive right now is most certainly not known to the public. I can state, unequivocally and without any particular clearance myself, that no one who is also allowed to post or reply on Reddit is cleared to know who that most dangerous person is. The person who's unwittingly spreading the next lethal pandemic. Putin. He's being backed into a corner with a massive arsenal of nukes and not enough life in him to care about long-term consequences. The President of the United States has been the most dangerous person in the world since July 16, 1945. Biden. Putin. By a long way. It isn't even close. I seriously don't understand why this isn't the only answer. He is essentially a king that can destroy the earth with a fragile ego that is currently being bruised. However, is currently the president. They got the nuke button. Then Putin, assuming he is the one who needs to give the go-ahead. Putin. He's got nukes. If Trump gets elected, he's way scarier, because he's far dumber. Every member of the WEF. They are the mega-rich trying to enslave us all. Klaus Schwab. Obviously Chuck Norris. Whoever's keeping our bioweapons contained. Klaus Schwab. Xi Jinping. Ronnie Pickering. Patient Zero. Joe Biden. Kevin Mitnick. Minute Aung Hlaing, the current dictator of Myanmar. He's a military general, and if he wanted to he could choose to expand his territory, and unlike Putin he would be successful. Joe Biden, the head of the US military-industrial complex. Larry Fink. He controls nearly a full quarter of the world's capital reserves. $8.59 trillion. Putin. Most likely someone most people have never heard of. I'm going with the orange pig man. Whoever owns BlackRock. That dude people family owns everything. And I mean everything. Any random-ass object in your home that you bought from a store can like 98% of the time be traced back to BlackRock. I'd put Rupert Murdoch pretty high up the list. Okay, he's not directly killed anyone, but he's spread so much hatred and anger, I bet he's indirectly responsible for so much misery and suffering. The one you don't see coming. So no dangerous women in the world? Putin doesn't strike me as the type to lose gracefully. If he gets cornered and sees the writing on the wall that he will go down, he won't go down alone. Consequences could be the end of humanity. Vladimir